Welcome to Master English Stories. Here we believe that learning English is not about long lessons, boring rules, or perfect grammar. It is about small steps, daily habits, and discovering joy in every word. If you are lazy, distracted, or feel like giving up, this is the right place for you. Every video, story, and tip is designed to make English simple, fun, and possible for everyone. Here you will find inspiration, practical guidance, and real strategies to turn your "I am lazy" into "I can learn and succeed." So sit back, enjoy, and take your first small step toward English fluency today. Everyone wants to speak English fluently, but not everyone has the energy, patience, or motivation to keep learning. Some people say, "I am lazy, but I really want good English." Maybe you are one of them. You dream of speaking English like a native, but every time you try to study, you feel tired, distracted, or bored. Days pass, weeks pass, and you realize you have learned very little. But here is the truth. Being lazy does not mean you are weak. It simply means you have not yet found the right reason, method, or routine that connects your heart to your goal. Laziness is not the end. It is the beginning of self-understanding. Once you understand why you are lazy, you can begin to build small habits that slowly destroy that laziness. Learning English is not about forcing yourself to study for hours. It is about creating small moments of curiosity, joy, and discovery. When you make learning interesting, your mind naturally wants to continue. You do not need to fight laziness. You need to outsmart it. Imagine this. A lazy person who watches movies all day can still learn English if he watches them with English subtitles. A lazy person who scrolls social media can still improve English by following English pages. Laziness is not the problem. The direction is. Once your daily habits point toward English, you will start improving without even feeling tired. Laziness is often a sign of fear, not weakness. You might be afraid of failure, afraid of being judged, or afraid that you are not smart enough. When you have these thoughts, your brain protects you by saying, "Let's rest." So laziness becomes a shield that keeps you from trying. To overcome laziness, you first need to understand yourself. Ask questions. Why do I want to learn English? What will change in my life if I can speak English fluently? What is stopping me right now? When you write your answers clearly, your purpose becomes stronger. Laziness loses its power when your purpose becomes clear. You don't need to study for 3 hours every day. You just need to study for 15 minutes, but every single day. This small consistency is the secret to good English. Every word you learn, every short video you watch, and every sentence you write becomes a tiny seed that grows into fluency. Here's the rule. If you are lazy, make learning easy. If you are tired, make it fun. If you are bored, make it short. Never stop, even if your steps are small, because small steps every day are more powerful than big dreams once a month. Every day you wake up with the same thought, "Today I will study English." But then hours pass and you do nothing. You feel guilty, you feel weak, and you promise again, "Tomorrow I will do it." This cycle repeats, and deep inside, you start believing that you are lazy and you will never change. But the truth is different. Laziness is not the enemy, it is a message. It tells you that your way of learning is not connected to your heart. You are not lazy because you hate English. You are lazy because you have not yet found your reason to love it. When learning becomes a heavy duty, your brain starts running away. But when learning becomes a joy, your brain chases it like a dream. That's the secret. You cannot fight laziness by force. You can only replace it with curiosity. Start by asking yourself, why do I want good English? Maybe you want to travel, maybe you want a better job, or maybe you want to understand the world. Whatever your reason is, write it down. Look at it every morning. Let it remind you that you are not studying for books, you are studying for your life. Many lazy learners think they need big plans, but success does not come from big plans. It comes from small routines. You don't need to study for hours. You just need to study for minutes, but every day. One small step each day is stronger than 10 big steps once a month. Think about water. When it falls on a rock, one drop means nothing, but when it falls every day, it cuts through the stone. That's how English works. Every small effort shapes your mind until fluency becomes natural. Sometimes you will feel lazy. That's okay. Don't hate yourself. Don't say, I am useless. Just say, today I will do something small. Watch one English video. Write one English sentence. Listen to one song. Small is enough, as long as it's today. The biggest mistake lazy learners make is waiting for motivation. Motivation does not come first. Action comes first. When you take action, even a small one, motivation wakes up. It's like lighting a candle in the dark. Once it burns, the whole room changes. When you repeat this daily, something magical happens. You start feeling proud of yourself. You realize that you can learn even when you are tired, even when you are lazy. That's real discipline, not being perfect, but never giving up. And one day, you will surprise yourself. You will watch a movie in English and understand every word. You will speak with confidence, and you will remember that it all started with one lazy person who decided to take one small step. At first, the change is invisible. You do your small English tasks, sometimes forgetting, sometimes skipping, but something inside begins to shift. You start noticing tiny improvements. One day, you understand a word in a song. Another day, you say a sentence correctly without thinking. These small victories slowly awaken your confidence. Lazy learners often underestimate themselves. They think, I can't change. But real change happens quietly, inside your mind. Motivation is not a sudden explosion. It is the gentle fire that grows when you act, even without energy. The secret is to reward yourself for every small effort. Watch a favorite show, enjoy a snack, or simply smile at your progress. Your brain starts associating English with pleasure, not pressure. Laziness slowly turns into curiosity, and curiosity turns into discipline. Your brain starts associating English with pleasure, not pressure. Laziness slowly turns into curiosity, and curiosity turns into discipline. There will be days when your mind screams, rest, don't do it. And those are the days that define your journey. The difference between a learner who succeeds and one who gives up is tiny steps taken on those difficult days. Even a 2-minute sentence, a single word, or a short video counts. As you continue, laziness does not disappear. It becomes a tool. You learn how to work around it, how to turn it into small, smart, consistent actions. You start planning your day not to fight laziness, but to flow with it, letting English become part of your life. And then something extraordinary happens. You speak English in your thoughts, in your dreams, in your conversations. You read books and articles without fear. You write, listen, and enjoy learning without guilt. That lazy person inside you is still there, but now it works with you, not against you. This transformation is not magic. It is consistency, small steps, self-kindness, and the will to start again every day. Motivation becomes self-discipline. Fear becomes curiosity. Laziness becomes the silent guide that shows you how to move slowly but surely. Remember this. Every fluent speaker you admire started somewhere. Every person who learned English was once tired, distracted, or lazy. What made them succeed was not talent, but the courage to take one small step today. So today, take your first step. Speak one sentence, listen to one clip, read one word. Do not wait for energy, do not wait for motivation. Take the step, and the path will open itself. You will see the change in yourself. You will feel proud, confident, and alive. And one day when someone asks, "How did you learn English?" you will smile and say, "I was lazy, but I started." That was enough. Now, after all these small steps, you can see that being lazy is not the end. It is the beginning of understanding yourself, your habits, and your motivation. Laziness is not a weakness. It is a teacher. It tells you to start small, to be patient, and to enjoy the process. Every successful English learner has faced moments of laziness, fear, or doubt. The difference is that they chose to take one small step, even when they didn't feel like it. One step leads to another, and after months of consistent effort, fluency begins to appear. Imagine your future self 1 year from today. You speak confidently, you read books, you watch movies, and you understand conversations without struggle. You will smile at your old self, the person who thought, "I am lazy," because that lazy self became the first step toward your success. So here is your message for today. You don't need motivation to start. You don't need energy to continue. You just need one small action. Watch one English video, write one sentence, listen to one word. That is enough. Consistency turns small steps into habits. Habits turn into skills. Skills turn into confidence. Confidence turns into fluency. Your laziness is not a wall. It is a ladder. Every small effort you make today is one step upward, and step by step, you will reach your goal. So start today. Don't wait. Take one small step and let it grow. Speak your first sentence, learn your first word, listen to your first English clip. Then take another step tomorrow and the next day. Soon, laziness will no longer control you. It will work with you, guiding you to your dream. English will become a part of your life, not a task. Remember, every fluent speaker started small, just like you. Every success begins with a single step. Today, that step is yours. Welcome to Master English Stories, where we turn small steps into big dreams. Here, you will find practical advice, inspiring stories, and easy English learning tips that even lazy learners can follow. If you are tired, distracted, or feel lazy, this is your place. Every video will give you one small action, one small tip, one spark to ignite your English journey. Start today. Your future self will thank you.